A sudden flash over Kharkiv's night sky signaled another escalation on Sunday, a jolt residents have come to fear as Russia deepens its winter offensive on Ukraine's energy grid and front lines. When the smoke lifted, 4 people were dead and 17 wounded, Kharkiv Mayor Igor Terikov said in a message on Telegram. The strike came just hours before American, Ukrainian and European officials gathered in Geneva to consider a proposal aimed at ending the nearly 4-year war. The attack underscored warnings from Ukrainian officials that Moscow is intensifying pressure ahead of winter, hitting critical infrastructure and civilian districts while broadening assaults across multiple sectors. Alongside the military push, Russian commanders are spotlighting what they claim is a growing weakness in Ukraine's use of foreign fighters. Apti Alaudinov, the Akhmat commander whose forces are engaged on several fronts, asserted that foreign mercenaries joining Ukraine are increasingly poorly trained and that many of the experienced ones have already withdrawn or been killed.
Of course, we do not record those professionals who used to be mercenaries, because most of these professional mercenaries have already been destroyed. Those who did not die, having seen the picture, they themselves, as they say, retreated from the territory of hostilities. At the moment, they recruit mercenaries. We see that there are mercenaries from different states.
Alaudinov added that Ukraine is redeploying these fighters to strained front lines such as Pokrovsk and Kupiansk in an effort to blunt Russian advances, though he claimed these movements make little difference to Akhmat troops.
Now, as far as I understand, they have also been transferred to Pokrovsk, Kupiansk, in order to block our advance. Although this does not help them in any way, because the Russian soldier does not care who opposes him in terms of passport and nationality. For him, as they say, the priority is the destruction of the enemy and the execution of the tasks set before him.
Meanwhile, psychological pressure on Ukrainian troops continues. The Russian armed forces dropped more than 2,000 leaflets near Dimitrov, urging soldiers to surrender, part of an expanded effort running alongside ground operations. Across the front, Russian drone units kept up their assault. Vostok Group operators struck Ukrainian motor vehicles and disrupted troop rotations in the Zaporozhye region, while FPV teams of the Seva Group destroyed equipment in the Kharkiv sector. Further east, assault detachments from the 36th Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 29th Combined Arms Army pushed north and west, driving Ukrainian forces out of Tikhoya and Otradnoye. Russian commanders reported neutralizing more than 10 pieces of hardware and repelling counterattacks during the clashes. Taken together, the developments point to mounting pressure on Ukraine, from intensified strikes and drone warfare to targeted messaging on the battlefield, at a moment when Geneva talks seek a fragile diplomatic opening and winter fighting looms.